Buddhist and Muslim Thailand, the Buddhists don't kill large animals, and our brothers and sisters in Islam don't deal with pork, and so it's left to the Catholics to kill the pigs. So the Catholics have always been the butchers, and Bangkok kills its pork day by day by day. And so I lived in the slaughterhouse with the Catholics, the lowest rung of social society. I've stumbled through life. I've never, any plans, I've said so often, any plans I've ever had have failed miserably. And anything that I've been dragged into by the scruff of my neck, screaming and shouting, and I don't want to do this, and this is really dumb, has been highly successful. We do education, we educate kids. And you see, we started off with Catholic kids in the slaughterhouse. And then we went to Catholic kids, then the Catholic kids in the slaughterhouse became Buddhist kids and Muslim kids. Then the slaughterhouse became another slum and another slum and another slum. So now we're in 30 slums of 5,000 kids. So he said, we want all these kids to go to school because the kids in the slaughterhouse, the Catholics had no place to go to school. Or they had a rich Catholic school and they couldn't make it. So we said, these slaughterhouse kids have to have a chance. And we said, every kid in the slum has to have a chance to go to school. And it's still that way. We go on the streets and the kids find us. Whoever's supposed to come, comes. There's no way we could keep up with these street kids. There's no way we can be as smart as or as street savvy as these kids. For some of these children, this is their only chance to go to school. And to get into the school system in Bangkok, no matter what you think about it, you have to be literate by the time you're 6 years of age or you'll never catch up. Every day that we can keep a child in a school uniform is a gift of God, because that's one more day that they're protected and they're going to school and they're in a regulated life. That's exciting. That's really exciting. It's getting more and more difficult for poor children to go to school. So if we can push the idea of education, go to school, go to school, go to school. If your daddy's a drunk and your mommy plays cards, go to school. If you're sick, you go to school. If you don't have any money to go to school. If you don't have any shoes, go to school. If you didn't have anything to eat in the morning, go to school. Go to school, go to school, go to school. No matter what, go to school.
Bye.
We're telling these kids you got to go to school, so they will remember that, and they'll go to school for a while. Wow, what a gift. What a gift to be able to teach somebody how to read and write. Wow. I mean, what a better way to spend your life. And that's the whole idea, is just get this idea into their head, and they will. And you get some of those kids, they will survive, and they will go to university. We have these opportunities to send our children to the best schools in the world, to these United World Colleges, which is the original International Baccalaureate program.
My name is Nan, and I'm 19 years old.
My name is Pontip Nakpiban. My nickname is Pui. I am 18 years old.
I'm grew up in Slaughterhouse, neighborhoods in Klong Toey. I'm studying at Letter B Pearson College in Canada.
I was crying in the airport. Yeah, because I know actually I'm really happy I can come to study in another country, but how to say, it's far from home and now I'm homesick. Yeah.
Came from Bangkok to Canada by myself, and it was so hard. It was so difficult to get here because I didn't speak English, and yeah, I can't have a conversation or communicate to people in the airport, and it's kind of bad, but yeah. So yeah, my cousin gave me like some paper and put the destination and everything. So I said, okay, give them the paper, and okay, and I just say yes, no, okay, and smile. That's it, yeah.
I'm really quiet first time. I couldn't speak English very well, and how to say, I don't have a lot of friends, and I always come to visit Nan all the time.
The first day of school start, I didn't understand anything. I said, okay, I don't get it, and okay, whatever. Teacher talk, yeah, and I said, okay, I don't get it, and I feel like I almost give up at the first week.
My name is My name is Kat. My name is Eve. My name is Note. Thailand. Father Joe. The King. Note.
The Mercy Center is different because the Mercy Center works as a family. It's not an institute, it's not a company, it's a family environment. Father Joe gives people the chance to think, gives people the chance to do what you want to do as long as the benefit goes to the children.
Why are we so special? I don't know. I think the answer why would, I don't know. We're so special because we actually believe that people are important, and we actually believe that the teachers are our children and they are our teachers, and we also actually believe that they're holy, and we actually believe that to serve them is an honor and a privilege, and that everybody tries to be honest.
My name is Dongchai Michai is my last name. My name is Ekachai.
My name is Dom.
Hi, my name is Shirley. I am 14 years old. Now I am studying in Pamathai Siksa School. Thank you. Father Joe is the man is good for me, give me anything. When I am sick, he get me some magazine. When I go to school, he give me for money to go it, and he is very good. I love him.
When I came to Mercy, Father Joe gave me the education and take care. It look like we are family and look like he's my father.
I like Father Joe because he's a person who gives people a chance. You know, once you did something wrong and you just come and say sorry to him. So yeah, he forgive you, and what is he doing now is help us a lot. And yeah, he's helped Klong Toey people to be strong and not be afraid of anything.
Fires are common in slums because the people live cheek to jowl, and it's amazing there's not more fires. And of course, with a fire, you've got about literally no more than 3 minutes before it just totally gets out of hand. So what we've done through the years is to try and organize the people after the fires. So we use housing as a weapon, because possession, as grandmother used to say, possession is 95% of the law. So you get the people, and the people have no weapons. And you get the people back into the fire area, you organize them, they redistribute their space, and then they're there. So now if the authorities want to move them out, then they got to negotiate. That's the whole purpose of that. Well, yeah, everybody else gives rice and blankets and mosquito nets. You know, like, hail, fellow, be well, be well, be well, and nobody talks about housing. It's really scary. There's people living under the flats, these 5-story walk-ups, and on the floor area there. That's why we're doing this temporary housing. The rats are everywhere. There's something like 300, 400 rats that come out at night. And a lot of cats were killed in the fire. So we don't have the cat-rat relationship. And it's really scary. So people, you can't sleep at night, and you have to light candles all over the place to keep the rats away from biting the children. So that's why we're rebuilding as fast as we possibly can. And we work with the authorities and we work with government, but most of all, you organize the people and say, let's do it. I think I have to tell people that we're a religious house and that we respect everybody, and the children say their prayers before meals and after meals, and they say their morning prayers, and they say their night prayers. The imam comes quite often, the new imam, the mullah. The monks come. I'm here. We're very close. Well, before the old mullah died, and now his son has taken over, the imam, he said to myself and to the monk, he said, we'll take care of Klong Toey, we'll take care of the slums. There will be no wars, there will be no fighting, there will be no hatred in these slums, because they're sacred places. And we'll take care of the Buddhists and the Muslims and the Christians, and we'll do this together. And we'll do this with great strength and great courage. You know, her story is important because she's a throwaway kid. She's an AIDS orphan.
When I was born in Ayutthaya on the bridge.
I always think it was a very nice bridge, like the bridge that Pooh and Christopher Robin used to play Pooh sticks on.
Before I came, my mom and my dad were fighting all the time, and I stayed with them. And then when my dad they got drunk, they will hit me too.
When she came to us, she was about 7. A policeman brought her. She was all beat up, all bruised, all black and blue, and skinny.
The staff in foundation, when they saw me, they look afraid. Of the bruise.
We told her she was safe, and she didn't believe that, of course. So we had a couple. We put her with 2 of our biggest women. Good, strong folks, and one slept here, and they put her in the middle, just to tell her she was safe at night.
Father is very nice to me. He's the first person, helping me.
There's a terrible problem in her life, and what do you do when your mom is sick and dying of a very unpopular disease? What do you do? And when the bad guys come and want money for your mama's debts, and your mama is dying, and you got no way to make any money except one.
He helped me after that, and he found out my mother his own money with someone, and then he tried to help by give that money to that person and protect me and my mom from that situation. And at that time, my mom, she was sick. She's really sick with her HIV. Yeah. But when my mother died, I was still in my school, and then my staff in foundation, they called me to come back home. When I came to home, and then they told me my mom died, and I just pretend I'm strong. And I ran to upstairs, and I was crying a lot.
These throwaway kids, they go through a lot of bad patches before they get to us. And even when they're with us, there's a lot of bad patches. It's not easy.
Now my father and my mother is dead already. My father is dead on I am 7 years old. My mother dead I'm 11 years old.
AIDS program is just unbelievable. We have the home care program, we have the hospice, we take in children and mother with AIDS. We have outreach program. Without one of them, it's just not complete. So if you compare the Mercy Center with another NGO, they might have just a hospice, they might have just home care, but we do all 4 together as one.
You have to be crazy to work here, and you really have to love kids.
The many staff here who've been working with Father Joe for 20, 30 years, there must be something special. You know, I was planning to be here for two years. After 2 years, it went on to 15 years.
You've got to laugh a lot and never take yourself very serious. And be very humble and say this is, and just walk through life in total amazement that all of this is happening.
You learn from many things. You learn to appreciate what you have. You learn to appreciate the family that you have. You learn to love. You learn to be able to forgive and forget. And that we learn from our children, especially children with AIDS. They have taught us how to forget and how to forgive.
And you see, you have to wake up, you have to be just like these kids here. They wake up and they say, I am going to have the most possible amount of fun I can possibly have today. And they look forward, the whole day is going to be the most fun they've ever had in their whole life. And we have to do the same thing. I really believe with my whole heart and soul that these children are saints or are angels, and you really, really, really have to look at it that way. Now there's a story, goes way, way back, of the 36 or 35, I always get them mixed up, 35 or 36 saints that uphold the world. And these 36 saints, they hold the world by their good actions and their goodness. Now, if one or two of them would crash and fall or would do something terrible, then the whole world would crash and burn. Old story of 3,000, 4,000 years. Now, whom are the saints? Who are the 36 saints? Some of them live here, and some of them are our kids with the AIDS virus, and some of them are these crippled kids. They're the saints. And if you and I are lucky enough, then, and try hard enough, maybe we can slip in for, say, 30 seconds or even a minute, which is an unbelievable long time, and hold up the world with them just for a minute. And that's the way we have to look at things. That's who we're privileged to serve.
I'm going to USA for university.
I come back next year for my second year. I still have 1 year left and then finish IB program. And I want to go to study in US.
I want to be a lawyer. It's important to be a lawyer. Okay, the story is, it's not in back home. There's not very good lawyer, like at all. What I think, like the one that's good, nice, and being honest, is hardly. So yeah. So I want to be one.
It's a very difficult question. And the first time I know what I want to be, but I always change my mind all the time. The first I want to be engineer, but I know that my math is not really good enough. And now I want to be the, guide about tourism.
The question is, do these kids, they go to the wonders, for example, this is in Canada, they go to the wonders of Canada, you say, well, then they'll never want to come back. But we've never, ever found that true with our kids from the slums. They want to come back, and they're going to make it better, because the slums, this is their home.
If I go to Canada or US for my university, I will come back to Thailand.
I want to go back to work in Bangkok because Bangkok is my home.
We can't ask Lester B. Pearson to take every kid in the slums of Bangkok or all of Thailand. But see, she comes back and she says, look, you can make it. This is a dream come true, and dreams are just hard work, day by day, and some of you can go.
Everyone have opportunity to do anything. So if they want to come to study in another country, they can do it. If they want, if they work hard, they try hard.
Being a role model is not like, okay, you have to be perfect or in anything, but being the role model in what from my perspective, I think that being good and being nice, that the way to show like others that you can do it.
Graduation day from third kindergarten, going into the first grade. Because I was always against it. Another one of my, it was a wrong call on my part for 10 years. I said, no, we're not going to do this. It was totally dumb on my part, but I've done lots of dumb things. And what it is this unbelievable importance you give to these children, this unbelievable boost for education, and that they can dress up and it's important. That's so neat. And then I put on all my PhD robes and walk in. And that's really neat. And you get the government officials there and the thugs and the drug sellers and the moms and dads, everybody's there. And, you know, these certificates are very important. You don't throw them on the floor, you know, take pictures. In that 10 days, I had no less than literally 2,500 pictures taken of myself. Because everybody wants a picture. And what you're doing is an unbelievable revolution. It's more of a shock than with a gun, because if you walk into a slum with your PhD robes on, my God, they've never seen this. Walk into a slum and walk into this little school, and all these kids are dressed up like little PhDs. Wow, it's an unbelievable impact, and it's not one that'll be forgotten just tomorrow. It's there. These fabulous children, they come to us and they're survivors. Somehow they end up on our doorstep, which is a great honor for us. And these children say, I mean, not in these words, but these children say, all right, we will give you one more chance. We've been used and abused and insulted and beat up, all these terrible things by adults. And we will give you adults one more chance. We'll trust you. We'll trust you one more time. And that's mercy.